guys, welcome back. These are the 9-6 notes on solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. These are the notes. If you haven't printed them yet, go ahead and do that now. And if you don't have a printer, go ahead and just copy them down. It's only 6 questions, so it's not too bad. Before we get to the notes, however, we do need to talk about the quadratic formula. What is it? Where did it come from? Well, the quadratic formula comes from the standard form of a quadratic, the ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. If you take that standard form quadratic and you use complete the square on it, it does magically turn into the quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Let's take a good look at this. So this is the quadratic formula. Yes, you should memorize it. Let's take a note of a few things. This b is negative. There's a plus and a minus. There's a square root that's very long and covers all of this that's under it. This thing that's under it is called the discriminant. The discriminant has a b squared, a subtraction sign, and 4 times a times c. So that's a little multiplication problem right there. And then on the bottom we have 2 times whatever a is. So if you're a visual learner like me, it's best you put the little dots in. Now, how do you memorize something like this? Well, songs, interpretive dance, stories. I prefer a story for this one. My favorite is a story, and here is how it goes. So there was this boy. He was invited to the party of the century. He literally gets the invite hand delivered to him. He opens it up and birds fly out. It's that kind of a party, just exquisite. It's going to be a crazy function of just extravagance, and you get to wear a tux or fancy dress or whatever it may be. So this is the party you want to go to. But here's the dilemma. It is the same evening that you need to stay home and study for the big math test that determines your fate in Mrs. Miller's math class. Oh, the dilemma. I know what you're thinking. This is not a dilemma, Mrs. Miller. Obviously, I would stay home and study. Obviously. Some of you might be like, no way, I'm going to the party. So it depends on the kid. So here is the dilemma with this boy. There was a negative boy. He was so negative about this situation. Do I go to the party? Do I study for the math test? He was so overwhelmed by the decision that he was a negative boy. Well, because there were pluses and minuses about going to a radical party. He didn't want to miss it and be a square, or miss the 4 awesome cuties. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. That would be at the party. And the problem is that the party doesn't get over until 2 a.m. Oh my goodness, what a dilemma. Let's say the story one more time. There was a negative boy. Why was he so negative? Because he had this dilemma. Because there were pluses and minuses about going to the radical party. He didn't want to be a square or miss the 4 awesome cuties. Magic, wow, wow. But the party didn't get over until 2 a.m. Oh my goodness, what do I do? So now you have a story to remind yourself of the formula. I always recommend writing the formula down first before you even get started. Identify your ABC and then plug and chug. So that's what we're going to practice. So go ahead and have those 9-6 notes ready, and the next video will start on that. Thanks, guys. Bye.